The next thing we're going to look at is the standard filleting technique, which works for walleye, bass, perch, crappie, and other panfish. Because this technique represents the foundation for filleting any type of fish, we're going to look at it a few times, starting with the most popular eating fish, walleye.
When you have a toothy critter like a walleye here, I strongly recommend the glove. We have these spines on the back that are like needles, sharp teeth, and we add a sharp knife to the equation. This glove is made out of Kevlar. It's a Rapala product. Same thing they make bulletproof vests out of. Although it's not puncture proof, it is cut proof. So if you do make a slip, it's not going to cut your hand. So when cleaning the walleyes, I'm going to show you a simple technique with as least mess as possible, and I'll show you a couple tricks to go with it. Where the skull ends and the flesh starts is a single cut all the way down past that front fin and past those other two, so straight through like so. For that, I'm using this section of the knife, rounded end. It's a straight cut. Now what I'm going to do is take the fish. So I'm going to insert the knife about an inch. That's all I'm sticking it in. It's that far. And I'm running down the side of that dorsal fin. Once I'm past that dorsal fin, I know I'm past the rib cage. I push the knife all the way through, use down pressure on the backbone all the way out to the tail. I'm going to show you the same moves on the other side. Behind both fins, diagonal cut up to there. Going to use the tip of the knife, only sticking it in an inch, past that dorsal fin, all the way through, out to the tail. Now what I'm going to do is make shallow cuts, nice, straight, using this section of the knife, nice gradual cuts. Nice gradual strokes with the knife. Knife is going to take the path of least resistance. When it hits a rib, if you push hard, it'll cut through the rib. If you just let the knife take its natural course, it'll go around the ribs. You're left with that nice fillet, just like so. I'm going to show you that again on the other side. Straight, sweeping motion, very, very effortless. Nice gliding strokes, removes the fillet, just like so. One thing before you throw the carcass away, 2 good pieces of meat on a walleye. You have these cheeks right here. This is where the glove comes in really handy. They're a little slippery, but a nice little morsel of flesh like a little scallop. I take that out and give the glove a little turn and just cut it off. Cheek's very good to eat. Do the same on the other side. Bottom side, you feel down pressure on the jawbone. You make that circular move. It's like a giant reverse C. Get your finger under there with the glove, give it a little twist, and just cut out the last little bit. Again, just a morsel of meat. Put this off to the side. Before this hits the frying pan, I'm going to show you how to skin it out. Again, the glove comes in handy. Get a hold of that there. Nice, gradual, separate the flesh. What I do typically when I'm on a charter is I will leave a chunk of skin for identification. If you're traveling, that's the way the Ministry of Natural Resources wants it. When you get it home, just pull off that tag end, and then it's almost ready for the table. The other thing I'm going to show you here, walleyes in particular have a very pronounced lateral line down the center. It's that discolored section of meat there, that little pink section there. What I'm going to show you real quick is a neat way to take out that last set of pin bones in a walleye, and also any bit of fishy taste that the walleye is going to have. If you remove that, the fish is going to taste that much better. So what I've done is I just make a cut on either side of that lateral line. I call this zipper in the walleye. Just pull it off like so. That lateral line is completely out, and the pin bones are out as well. So you're left with 2 nice pieces of flesh. I'm going to show you that one more time here. Again, nice sharp knife. Get the angle on it, right out to the end. Leave the tag on if you're taking it home or traveling. Once you get it home for the frying pan, just pull off that tag end. Again, On that lateral line, it's just where the color changes. Cut on either side of it, like so. And a very slight tug, pulls right away. Boneless, you're ready to go.
Perch are easily filleted using the same technique Paul demonstrated for walleye. Paul's going to show us that technique again, and then he's going to show us a slightly different technique with the electric knife. Although it should be noted that this second technique also works great for walleye, bass, and panfish with a traditional fillet knife.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to clean a perch now. For this, I chose a shorter blade. I could do it with a larger knife, but with the smaller blade, it's easier on the smaller fish. Again, I'm using the glove. We have these sharp fins on the back here, and also the sharp gill rakers, and of course this guy's pretty slippery as well. So what I'm going to do is make that first cut straight back where the flesh starts and the head stops, back behind that front pectoral fin, and all the way through. Same on the other side. Again, it's just a straight cut down like so to the end. Now what I'm going to use, just use that top tip of the knife, that nice slender taper. I'm going to just put it on either side of that dorsal fin. So I'm just on the side of it there, and what's happening is I'm using down pressure to feel the spine of the fish. Once I'm past that dorsal fin there, I'm past the rib cage. Go straight through. Now I'm using that down pressure along the spine again, out to the end. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again, I'm starting out with just the tip of the knife. I'm only sticking that knife in less than an inch. Just feeling that spine. Once I'm past the dorsal fin, I know to go all the way through because I'm past the rib cage. Now I'm using down pressure out to the end. Now I'm going to use the center of the blade. Nice gentle sweeping action. The knife will take the path of least resistance and go right around those ribs. If you push too hard, you're going to cut right through the ribs, which isn't a big deal. You're just a little messier. So there's your first fillet. Same thing again. I'm using the center of the blade. Nice light gentle sweeping action. Very little pressure at all. And I'm peeling the flesh back as I go. And again, the knife will take the path of least resistance around those ribs. There you are. Now before they hit the frying pan, there's one more step. This is where the glove comes in handy now for grabbing a hold, because everything's slippery. You make a little cut along the skin and just ever so gently drag the knife on that angle, separating the flesh from the skin. Left with a fillet. Same thing here. Again, just get a good hold on it and use down pressure with the knife. Separate the flesh from the skin. This technique is good if you have, not a whole lot of fish. When you have a bunch, I'm going to show you what the electric knife works like. Remember the old turkey knife that Grandma used to have for slicing turkey? The good folks at Rapala have taken it one step further. And what have they done? They've taken an actual fillet blade and made it adaptable for an electric knife. What happens is it's a two-blade system that lock together, and what they do is they cause sawing motion. And they both rotate like so. If you have a lot of fish to clean in a short period of time, and perch, panfish, great little tool for that is this cordless model. Comes with 2 batteries and a charger. It's good in the bush when you don't have a cord. Very, very good piece of equipment for cleaning fish in the field. The neat part about this electric knife is you can clean a lot of fish in a hurry, and typically what we'll do is you'll find where the skull of the fish stops in the flesh like we did with the traditional knife, and I'll make a single cut down and straight out to the side, going right through the rib cage. Once I've removed the fillet, I have the rib cage in there. I'm going to use the knife, and now it's upward pressure just to take that rib cage out. Same on the other side. It's going to be straight down to make a cut. Then the next one is all along the spine. Again, take the rib cage out. Once the ribs are out, I'm going to remove the skin. Same here. And that's that.